Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And looking at the Nets, Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the center. And Harden with the stop.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's Middleton. Fires from the wing. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Outside Irving. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. From about 16, Lopez. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Listen, guys, Brook Lopez has a big body, and if you don't box him out, he's going to get some work done on the glass.
Harden kicks to Harris for the 3. The rebound by Middleton. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's DiVincenzo. It's good on the putback.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And Holiday throws it down.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now, here is Irving. To end the run. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Green, he's checked in for Harris. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Passes it to Giannis. Stolen by Durant. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Irving, good.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Holiday looking over the floor. And Holiday throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So difficult to stay down on that pump fake. Irving sells it so well.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin comes in for Jordan. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Jeff Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Bucks leading by 5. Here is Forbes. It's Portis, high post. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. Outside Irving. From 13. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got 6.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
Pass to Forbes. .43 seconds left here in the first quarter. That one misses. Good D by Irving. Nets trail by 3. Here's Griffin. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
Connaughton passes to Portis. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's KD with the rebound. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And it's blocked. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Brooklyn ahead, leading by just. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the 1.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Here's Irving. Offensive rebound. Out to Harris. On the wing, Brown. Just 5 on the clock. A second chance effort. Great D that time from Portis.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. And it's the Bucks on the break. That one, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Harris. Pass to Claxton. Harris outside. Takes the 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Bucks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Irving looking for an opening. Right side, Griffin. Back to Irving. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Outside Irving. Here's the three. And the Nets miss again.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Connaughton passes to Teague. Jordan against Portis. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. There's a minute 40 left in the first half. Kicks it down to Middleton. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Middleton's got 5 now. Harden against DiVincenzo. Harden the pass to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
The Bucks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
DiVincenzo against Harden. Here's the power on that throwdown.
Wow, looks like 2017 when DeAndre came home with the dunk contest trophy. Makes it look easy there.
And the pass to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Harris passes to Harden. Back to Harris. Green left side. Clock at 6. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Holiday with it. He has 6. Pass to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They showed a lot of improvement. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
You've got Irving. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3. So that's the Nets' 5. For Milwaukee, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Harden up top, defended by DiVincenzo. Irving with a clean look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got 11.
Now, don't sleep on Kyrie Irving's perimeter game. Yes, he can get inside and score at will, but boy, you better check that jumper.
Outside Holiday. A rebound by the Nets.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Kicks it out to Harden. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Durant, and it's in there.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Holiday against Harden. Middleton on the wing. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Shot's good by Middleton.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Harden kicks to Harris. Down low. Just 3 to shoot. From deep. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. 14 feet away. Offensive rebound. Lopez dishes it to Giannis. And it's sent back by Irving.
Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there.
Outside for Durant. Here's Harris. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Holiday against Harden. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Now Giannis. Guarded by KD. Here's Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Giannis has got 12 in the game.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Harden surveying the D. Out to KD. Lets it go from deep. Second chance shot. Harden dishes to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Over Harris. DiVincenzo finds Lopez. Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. If you go a step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And he's able to get it back. Tries again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. It's the Nets now. They trail by 6. 56 seconds left to play here in the third. Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Forbes, and the layup's good off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
KD looking around. Up top, Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. KD passes to Griffin. Back to Durant. 4 on the shot clock. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Outside Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That one misses. Now Griffin. To the inside. Nice move. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And honestly, guys, in real time.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Bucks lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish on the court for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. So for the Nets, Joe Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. Connaughton passes to Tucker. It's good. Tucker's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bucks.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Irving kicks to Harris. Offline with his 3. Bucks leading by 7. Mora, the pass to Tucker. It's stolen by Green. In the corner, Irving with it. Jacks up a 3. The shot comes out, and Milwaukee the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Portis drives in. A special move before the shot. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Harden kicks to Harris. Pass to Claxton. Back to Harris. There's the triple. Drills it from outside.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Pass to Connaughton. Right side, Portis. The pass to Nora. Goes back up. Kicks it to Forbes. That 3 off the mark. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Nets making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Harden outside. Right side, Jordan. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Middleton finds Lopez. Middleton right side. Passes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton trying to break free. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Irving up top. Defended by DiVincenzo. The kick out to Irving. Antetokounmpo against Green. From deep 3-point range. And the Nets miss again.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check. We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot. And when he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
Holiday against Harden. Right side out of Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, Harris.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with River.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Outside Irving. And the Nets miss again. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And Giannis gets it to go.
And guarding Giannis on the interior, no easy task. He's got ways to score over, under, and through you.
Harris against Middleton. Here's Jordan. Out to Harris. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, Mr. Harris in the clutch. Welcome to the show.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Middleton on the wing. Fires the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. There's 21 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Irving from long range. The offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. Johnson, the pass to Irving. Connects from downtown.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. No good there. And so the Bucks take the win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And we've got time.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So the Nets starting five. They've got Joe Harris. Green is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at point. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the power forward position. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So it'll be DeAndre Jordan shooting. That one on George. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Zubac, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Harden. They kick it out to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
George passes to Jackson. And George, here we go. Here's Zubac. On the wing, Morris. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the dunk by Zubac.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Now here's Green. Nobody near Irving. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And George is very good in how he leaks out in transition, times it perfectly, and really creates high percentage shots for himself as a result.
Here is Harden. He kicks it to Green. The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Pass to Zubac, to the middle. Sweet move, and George finishes inside. George has got 6 points.
I love the activity. George is not just a perimeter player, folks. You can depend on him down low, too.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Jackson finds George. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And a deep three from Irving. The long distance three is buried.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter, and he is a gifted scorer, folks.
George up top, covered by Irving, and here's Leonard from 3. Here's George, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the...
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now, here is Irving. Claxton, yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
George against KD. Now here is George. Tight defense on him. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Shot clock at 3. And yes, it's good.
And Rondo doesn't let the shot clock get to him, stays poised and patient. Really remarkable at finding ways to score in tight situations.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown the pass to Griffin. Brown feeling it out a bit. Back to Griffin. Rondo with the rebound. And George, here we go. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. No good there. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Nets lead by... Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly out there with Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. And it's Oturu in at the 5 down low. Here's Kennard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Irving with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. And KD throws it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. The putback. It's good on the putback. Cousins has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Claxton the pass to Griffin. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Brown. And James Harden subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Harris passes to Green. Out to Harris. Lets it go with the 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Leonard. Shakes him. A rebound by the Nets. In transition, here come the Nets. Green with the ball. And then Durant with the dunk.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
Cousins dishes to Beverly. 1:53 left in the first half of basketball. Back to Cousins. Now Leonard. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Brooklyn trailing. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Harris inside. Kennard covering. Harden the pass to Jordan. Outside Leonard. With the shot. Green with the block. Right side Jordan. Out to KD. Outside Green. 1:02 left to play here in the half.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Boy, Jordan's still going up. Man, he's been lighting up arenas for over a decade and still major bounce.
Nobody near George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Durant for three. And no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson against Harden. Green kicks to Durant. Wide open. Here's Jordan. Another shot. Shoots the three. Hands on the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
To the paint. Here's Zubac. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And now a 4-point Clipper lead.
Check out the vision from Jackson. He doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the...
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 1. And that should do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the center. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Irving looking for an opening. Harden against Jackson. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Irving. Harden's got the first bucket of the third here for the Nets. Irving against George. Morris left side over Green. That shot off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Jordan's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. So for the Nets, Griffin comes in for Jordan. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Jeff Green. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of the list. Ferocity on that throwdown from Paul George.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And George with the stuff.
Not much you can do against Paul George on the drive. I mean, he's got great length, and he knows how to use it, and he gets exactly where he wants to.
Harden against Rondo. Out to the wing. Harden surveying the D. Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 9.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
In the corner, George with it. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Irving dishes to Griffin. Back to Irving. He feeds it to Griffin. Count that one. Griffin's got his first bucket in this one.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
George.
Big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
On the wing, Irving. Out to Harris. Picked off in midair. Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. On the wing, Batum. Pass to Zubac. Back to Batum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Harden, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. George looking over the floor. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
I like how George looks for contact. He kind of seeks it out. He doesn't back away from the hard physical contact. He knows he's going to get a chance to get to the line when he does take the contact.
The kick out to Irving from outside the arc. Batum grabs the miss.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Outside, George. And the 3 ball is good. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
No success thus far trying to guard George tonight. I mean, he is absolutely shredding.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Nets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Harden hits them both. Los Angeles leading by 3. And here's George. And the rebound goes to Griffin. On the wing, Irving. Griffin can't get it to go in. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And there's Jackson, and it's Kennard in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Jackson against Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Boy, I tell you what, when Harden decides to turn it up, then you're turned out. It is a sight to see, folks. I mean, relentless, instinctive, tremendous night so far for him.
Leonard inside. He's against Jordan. And Leonard gets it to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now here's Brown. Outside for Durant. Makes it off the glass.
Well, his game offensively is fully developed. Durant has no holes in his offensive game. Comfortable from any place on the floor.
Leonard attacking Morris. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Brown. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Patrick Beverley. Zubac with it. Here's Jackson. Morris passes to Leonard. No good on the triple.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And the basket is good. Got it. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Man's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. We'll see what they can do, Kevin.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Outside Irving. Passes it to Luwawu. 5 on the clock. The feed now to Griffin. Lays it up off the glass.
And you can see how the team rallies around Griffin in these situations. And their faith is not misplaced. He plays with such heart.
To the inside. Here's Zubac. Back to Cousins. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. George passes to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Cousins showing you he's not afraid to step up in the big moment.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Out left to the wing. On the wing, Irving. Defended by George. Irving kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. Shoots over Leonard. That's short off the rim. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Back to Cousins. And there's the pass to Zubac. George dishes to Cousins. Griffin with the steal. It's Brown with the drive. Here's Luwawu. He's covered by Leonard. Brown the pass to Griffin. Nice D from Cousins. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Count the basket. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Irving. Good!
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's George. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Well, Paul George has been sensational.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
And here's George for 3. And there's the triple. A big three-pointer, but we might have a review here. And the last shot is going to be reviewed. Ruled originally a basket. We'll see if it gets over. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead.
Hey, Kevin. Jrue Holiday.
Terrific. David, thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the power forward. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Middleton can't get it to go. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Middleton on the wing. Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lets it go from 14. Middleton can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it. That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Holiday surveying the floor. Lobbed up there for Lopez. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there, getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
Now, here's George. In the corner, it's Morris. Clock is at 3. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Now, here's Portis. Pass to Middleton. And the 3 off target. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
George looking over the floor. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And here are the Clippers now after the basket by Milwaukee. Nobody near George. No good from outside.
Well, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. It's all knotted up. Outside, George. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game to end the drought. And it's George again missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
For the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Kennard in for George. Inside, it's stolen by T, and it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Connaughton, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He hits both from the stripe. Everly with the ball. Passes it to Batum. Fires from 14. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Tie game in Milwaukee. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin of...
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg Klein with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Patrick Beverly, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Mann in at the small forward position.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. Teague against Beverly. Kennard for three. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee in the lead. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Here's Portis. The kick out to Teague. Misses the three.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Patrick Beverly sneaking in right there, always looking for ways that he can help support the team.
Teague against Beverly. Right side Teague. Right side Portis. Off target with his three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Batum, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Portis. Hands the 12-footer. Portis has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Zubats the pass to Beverly. Shot clock at 5. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot two here.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against it.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Outside, George. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. Lopez left side. 5 to shoot. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams.
Wow, how about that from the big man, showing a little something special. Tremendous at getting up off the ground and finishing with style.
1:14 left in the first half of the game. Back to Middleton. Lopez right side. Shoots over Cousins. That misses off the backboard. Clippers leading by 3. Oh, Leonard in position. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Drew's got such a great build, 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard, hard to knock him off of his shot.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside, George. No good with the triple.
Now his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Beverly. 9 feet out, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. Leonard's got 6 points.
So money on the catch and shoot. I don't know what the defense is doing there, giving Kawhi that shot.
And all right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... Right out of the gates, it was the Clippers setting the tone. They had great chemistry early on, both offensively. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And that one is good. Zubats has got 4 points now in the quarter. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Antetokounmpo inside. Leonard's there. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And there it is for them. And now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. And here's Leonard. Now the Clippers moving it up. Oh, Leonard in position.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. George against DiVincenzo. Middleton dishes to Giannis. Can they get it? And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
George against DiVincenzo. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Clippers have possession. 6-point lead. Here's Zubats. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Rajon Rondo.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Beverley, the pass to Batum, and the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And Batum kicks to Beverley. With the teardrop. Rebounded by Tucker.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Mann. Kennard with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Connaughton. Misses the layup. 4-on-3 break. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Beverley against Teague. The jump hook. And Beverley finishes it off. Beverley's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Teague, the pass to Tucker, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Both free throws good from Tucker. Just 4 seconds left in the third. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Batum. Jackson is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Kennard in at the small forward. Now DiVincenzo. A floater. Here's Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. Down low. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach. And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
From 7, the rebound by Holiday.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Leonard.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Fast break, Milwaukee. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Near the three-point line, it's Morris, and the Clippers miss again. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. A 12-point game. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. You just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
DiVincenzo with it. George picks him up. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Nails the baby hook. Lopez has got his first 2 points.
Lopez powering through that time.
To the middle. Back to George. Launches it. Here's Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. Back to Leonard. From about 16. He can't get that one to fall. And Milwaukee the other way now. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Fast break, Milwaukee. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Los Angeles leading by 10. Leonard with the bucket.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Inside, Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, he could just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Holiday against Jackson. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Stolen by Holiday. For 3, Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Middleton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George against DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to George. For 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
For three, Middleton, Lopez, money! And now they trail by just 4.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Zubac finds Morris. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lopez with the steal and the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. 7 seconds left in the fourth. Morris passes to George. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. We are near.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
So the net starting five. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Holiday gets the bucket. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Irving looking for an opening. To the paint. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Irving.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Harden against Holiday. Harden, that's good.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Harden against Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Pulls up for 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Down low. And the dunk by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, here is Harden. Offensive rebound. No good. Shot missing. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Holiday lays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got 8.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
It's Harden with the drive. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 8. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Harden against Holiday. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here is Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Nice defense from KD.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Again, the miss by Harden.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Shots good by Middleton.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Nets trail by 8. 1:09 left to play in the first. Here's Harden. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden scanning the floor. Brown outside. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Milwaukee leading by 6. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Forbes the pass to Connaughton. They get a hand on it. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Knocked away. And the Bucks with possession here. No good that time. Drew Holiday has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. He notched 8 points. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
PJ Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Nora in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Harden. 10 points for him. The three. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Brown against T. Inside. Portis tips it back in. Portis has got his 2nd basket.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Brown. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Green kicks to Brown. That one doesn't drop. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here is Forbes. Outside Portis. Shoots over Griffin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Swiped away. One-on-one fast break. Here's Brown, and he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. And the Nets with possession here. 7-point differential. Claxton the pass to Jordan. Stolen by Tucker. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Left side Portis. Here's Connaughton. A putback. It's good on the putback. Portis has got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Teague against Irving. Harris outside. No good on the 3.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Teague with a clean look. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Brown the pass to Jordan. Stolen by Tucker. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Lopez passes to Giannis. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 11.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Irving. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
Pass to Holiday. Brown against DiVincenzo. In the corner, Middleton with it. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jordan with the tip. It's good on the putback.
And you look for why they keep giving up buckets here, and their boxing out or lack of boxing out is really hurting them.
Brown outside. On the wing, Harris. And there's the feed to Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin comes in for Jordan. And James Harden has subbed in for Bruce Brown. Holiday following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Griffin dishes to Harden. Back to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Here's Lopez. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to...
Thank you, Kip.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Drew Holiday was red hot to start the first. He had 10 points and 1 assist. And that's a...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the point.
Nice to see Joe Harris add this to his game. We know he's a dangerous shooter, but go ahead and mix it up on the interior.
Milwaukee with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Giannis. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Nets trail by 9. Nobody near Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got 5 now.
Well, this is the beauty of Kyrie Irving. You think of him as a creator, but this guy in a catch and shoot just as lethal.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Lobbed up there for KD. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Holiday trying to free himself up. And that one's good by Giannis.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Outside Irving. The dish to Jordan. Out to Harris. Two on the clock.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Nets making a change here as well. Green, he's checked in for Harris.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
So it's the Bucks now. James Harden missing on the 3. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The kick out to Holiday. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Irving drives in. Durant for three. Milwaukee with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. To the paint. Here's Tucker. Drops in the layup for two. Tucker's got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Connaughton kicks to Forbes. Holiday dishes to Forbes. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Count it. Portis has got 4 points in the quarter. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Forbes. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 14.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now, here's Durant. No points in the game yet for him.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Holiday against Harden. Holiday looking for an opening. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Irving passes to Green. Harden outside. Back to Jordan. Takes it from 10. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Milwaukee leading by 16. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Bucks, Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
The drive by Green. Griffin, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Now, here's Tucker. Back to Portis. All alone. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Griffin. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Portis.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Oh, that's blocked.
Well, statistically not the most imposing shot blocker, but he gets every bit of that one, did Tucker.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Milwaukee leading by 16. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Connaughton kicks to Portis. Fires for 3. That's off, his 4th miss in 13 attempts. Brown the pass to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Outside Portis. Shoots over Brown. And he overshot that one, missing. Nets trail by 14. Johnson goes in. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Boy, Tyler Johnson just crafty enough on the move to create the contact and finish strong.
To the left side wing. Connaughton kicks to Teague. To the middle. Here's Tucker. And the rebound goes to Griffin. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Both teams will make substitutions. A shot by Harden, wide open. And again, it's the Nets missing. Milwaukee leading by 12. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got his first basket.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Floats it up for Giannis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
And on the way from Irving for three, knocks down the three ball.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Holiday against Harden. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Irving for three. That one's not going to go. And Milwaukee the other way now. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Milwaukee.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bobby Portis.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Claxton, good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Holiday with another miss. Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Irving for three, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so the Bucks take the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. At the Barclays Center.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, nope.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Reggie Jackson. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2 guard. And looking at the Nets, Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Durant kicks to Irving. Takes a 3. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The drive by KD. Morris with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Poke loose. It's George on the wing. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
And it's Harris off the drive. Second shot opportunity. And Harden wide open. He shoots. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Harden's got the game going here with the first basket for the Nets. George looking around. And it's sent back by KD.
I'll tell you, if you're not looking out, KD will send your shot back.
Irving's shot is good.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Zubac the pass to Morris. Jackson dishes to George. Another shot. And Durant sends it back. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Harden bounce pass. And on the way from Irving for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Irving's got 5 now.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's KD. Back to Irving. Outside for Durant. Over Jackson. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Pass to Zubac. Outside for George. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here are the Nets. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Back to Leonard, hangs in the air, and the layup is up and in.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Irving surveying the floor. Left side, Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. Pulls it from 20. No good on the shot. The Clippers go the other way with it.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Leonard.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Joe Harris. Pass to Griffin. Batum with the steal. Leonard attacking, and it's Leonard with the jam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Harden against Kennard. Brown the pass to Irving. The three from Harden. Rondo with the rebound. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. 6-point game. And Leonard gets it to go. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Irving. 8 points for him. He kicks to Green. And the rejection by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. Morris kicks to Zubac. Brown outside. Irving from long range. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this. Oh!
Yes! Yes! Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
The kick out to Brown. Back to Harden. On the wing, Irving. A three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 11 points.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Here's George. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Back to Irving. Passes it to Harden. 6 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Green. They get it again, but they recover it. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. KD's checked in for James Harden. And Harris subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Out to Harris. This one for 3. It's hauled in by George.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverley is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
KD against Batum. Out to Harris. Second chance shot. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, this is Jordan's mindset, trying to extend the play and convert that effort into points.
It's stolen by Brown. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. He dishes it to Harris. Stolen by Beverley. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. He feeds it to Batum. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Batum's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. 1:41 left to play in the first half. Outside, KD. Kennard against Harris. 5 on the clock. Durant down low. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go. Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Beverley the pass to Batum. Back to Beverley. And he banks in the layup. Beverley's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The pass to Brown. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
And Beverley kicks to Kennard. Back to Beverley. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities.
Brown outside. Back to Harris. It's stolen. Floats it up for Cousins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Natural-born finisher, DeMarcus Cousins bringing the hammer.
Outside Durant. And then Durant with the dunk. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Here's Mann. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So, all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after 1/2 of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 11 points and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
Well, they were consistent from downtown.
And that's a wrap.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Johnson. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. Jackson gets the bucket. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Irving dishes to Harris. Feeds to Griffin. And he gets the whistle. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just 4 to shoot. Green kicks to Irving. The tray. But they'll get another chance.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Cousins, the pass to Kennard. Count it.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Brooklyn making some changes. Durant comes in for Johnson. And it's James Harden in for Harris. The Clippers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
When you look at Luke Kennard's free throw percentage, if you're the defense, you might want to keep him away from the line.
Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson.
Great look by Blake Griffin. When your foreman has that ability to pass the basketball, it's a major advantage.
Durant, the pass to Griffin. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
George double teamed. Here's Leonard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Great job by Kawhi. Strong, physical, plays with an edge.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Clippers leading by 4. Up and in on the layup. Leonard's got 14.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Harden outside. Yep, it counts. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play. getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Griffin with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge.
Out in transition, Kyrie finds his spot down the court, finishes the job.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. The lead is 2. Takes it out to Leonard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Jeff Green picks one up. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Patrick Beverley. George against Irving. It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Irving. Releases. Jordan finds Irving. Here's Griffin out to KD. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Here's Mann. It's good. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And a deep three from Irving. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Clippers lead by 5. And we're just moments away from the... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Al Harden setting the floor for the Clippers. Jackson is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Claxton the pass to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Harden dishes to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Beverley. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
DeAndre is relentless on the boards. If you hesitate boxing him out for a second, you are toast.
Kennard the pass to Jackson. Dishes it to Batum. Pass to Zubac. Back to Batum. A shake. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Harden the pass to Brown. And here's Harris from the arc. Sinks the triple. Harris has got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Jackson kicks to Batum. Pass to Kennard. And stolen by Jordan. Brown the pass to Harris. Here's Claxton. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And the Nets lead by 2.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Patrick Beverley.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Irving finds Jordan. Out to Harris. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started, and that's an intentional foul. The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Jackson. The rebound by the Nets. To the inside, Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harden's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're in front by 1. 1:53 left to play in the final quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Luwawu, the pass to KD. Good work there as it goes. And it's a 6-point Nets lead.
Durant has one thing on his mind. When he gets the ball in close, attack.
And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Durant kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Harden outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. No coverage that time. And the Nets lead by 7.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Now, here is Harden. Irving kicks to KD. Lets the 3 fly. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
What I love about Durant, doesn't force anything. Everything comes naturally and under control.
Right side George. Over in the corner, Zubats. Passes to Oturu. Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the 3. The Clippers keep it alive. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Here's Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. And here's Harden for 3. It's good from long range.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not missed. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Coming right up, the Bucks taking on the Clippers. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the short rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's George in at the 2. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. George double-teamed. He feeds it to Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here's Holiday following the basket by Marcus Morris. And it's Giannis missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And there's Paul George on the assist by Leonard.
And that kind of awareness from George is really exceptional. Catching the defense flat-footed by rising up immediately on the catch.
Passes it to Antetokounmpo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Leonard the pass to Zubac. Jackson kicks to George. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Gets a very good look and converts.
Well, there's a good reason this guy shoots as many threes as he does. Chris Middleton is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Pass to George. Goes up on the block. And it's good off the glass.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here is Holiday. Lopez outside. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Middleton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And George, here we go, taken away by Holiday. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. And he makes good on the layup. Giannis has got 6 points. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They trail by 3. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. The 3 from George. That shot is off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 8 points for him.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Here's George. Up top, Morris. Unloads. Just 5 to shoot. George with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And the Clippers miss again.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's DiVincenzo. Basket counts.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's George, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Bucks leading by 5. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Jackson. And it's Middleton penetrating. Good on the shot. Middleton's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And here's George. 6 points for him. Off target from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Kicks it out to Leonard. Over Middleton. The three from George. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here we go, one-on-one. The wide open look here for Holiday. Good on the triple.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got Teague. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Nora in at the three. And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Here's Cousins, and that one drops for him.
And, you know, DeMarcus Cousins is used to playing through contact. I mean, he's excellent at overwhelming the defense with his strength.
Teague, the pass to Forbes. Right wing. Back to Portis. Lets it go. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Beverly. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Milwaukee leading by 9. Here's Tucker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And, Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Outside Portis. Back to Forbes. To the middle. Takes the 13-footer. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Beverly, rebounded by Tucker. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Portis can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
A shot by Batum, no good. Milwaukee leading by 10. Here's Tucker, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, hard to corral the energy that P.J. Tucker plays with, and He gets in there and mixes it up, and he'll go to the line.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Both free throws good from Tucker.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
The three from George. Wide open look here for Zubac. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen, can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you. And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Here's George. It's in the bucket for his fourth field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
There's the pass to Nwora. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Nwora can't get it to go. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Forbes the pass to Nwora. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
2 points. That one goes.
Rondo going right through the contact and scoring there. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
Pass to Nwora. Here's Antetokounmpo. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
The shot by George, wide open. From outside, off the mark.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Nice to see him playing at a high rate of speed there, getting up and down the floor quickly. Early offense for Forbes.
The three from George. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 11.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And so it's the Milwaukee. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the... It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points, and he might not get all the attention. And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Morris. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he gets contact and the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And here we go. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Jackson down low, guarded by Holiday. Kennard kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Batum. Back to Jackson. Three-pointer. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
DiVincenzo with it. Here's Giannis. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Buries the long-range jumper. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level. And he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too.
Jackson from long range. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Holiday. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Lopez. Here's Giannis. He shoots again. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Leonard finds Zubac. Back to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside Jackson. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. And Milwaukee the other way now.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Clippers trail by 10. Here's Leonard. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Here's Antetokounmpo. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Holiday.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Rondo against T. To the wing on the left. Portis against Cousins. Portis drives in. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Portis has got 6 points. Here's Rondo. Here's Beverly. The pass to Cousins. Here's Leonard. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Milwaukee leading by 8. Setting the floor for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. No good with the elbow jumper. The Clippers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. George. And George with the stuff.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of the list. Ferocity on that throwdown from Paul George.
Holiday against Rondo. And Holiday kicks to Portis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist in the game. George looking over the floor. Fires from deep. Goes back up. Cousins. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
Now Holiday. Pass to Connaughton. Now Portis. Covered by Morris. Clock at 6. And it's sent back by Morris.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Here's Tucker. And Rondo sends it back.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And now the fast break. George with the ball. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. Outside Holiday. Down low. Here's Portis. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Snatched away. And here comes the break. Here's DiVincenzo. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that just may put the finishing touch on this one. Not at all a time to get sloppy with the ball.
Beverly, the pass to George. Count that one. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Portis kicks it to Tucker. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Back to Tucker. Bangs home the trifecta.
This is a shot Tucker has in his bag. The defense has to know that.
Pass to George. From deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Connaughton. It's hauled in by Beverly. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. 9-point game. That doesn't go either for George. The Bucks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Tucker can't get it to go.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Morris finds George. From deep 3-point range, he doesn't hit that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. Outside Holiday. Connaughton passes to DiVincenzo. Launches a 3. Drops in the tray. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Bucks.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
George from deep three-point land, but they get it back. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and art on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
Back to Teague, and so the Bucks take the win. This, David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.